Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm really happy today because of the results that I'm about to announce. Fuel efficiency figures for the RS200 and why I'm doing it. Why is fuel efficiency important? I'm going to get into that also for a bit because we need to put practicality into perspective. So whenever you're going to buy a bike, or a car or anything, whenever anyone goes to buy anything, you can go and buy bhaji also. You'll always look at price, which is a number. You look at seat height, which is a number. You look at length, which is a number. You look at top speed, which is a number. You look at engine capacity, which is a number again. But all of these numbers, after a certain point, they lose their relevance. I mean, you can have a seat height. Let's take a seat height example. The seat height of the motorcycle is really tall. But how does that make sense? You're not even that tall. You're not able to manage the bike. So then that number has no relevance. Top speed. A bike can have a top speed of 200 kilometers per hour. But you're riding in Kurla, Andheri, Sakinaka, you're riding in traffic of Juhu, you're riding into town where during the day when there's traffic, there are signals, there are potholes, you can't explore that speed. So that again, that number has no relevance in the practical world. And don't get me wrong, I'm not only going to talk about fuel efficiency, because if I only wanted to talk about fuel efficiency, I would have bought a CT100 or a Platina or a Passion Pro or a Splendor or something like that. But it's not only about efficiency, it's about efficiency at a certain amount of power and speed. It's about efficiency in the real world. So let's get into the fuel efficiency test. It's a full tank to full tank fuel efficiency test. If you don't know what it is, it basically means I fill the tank up, ride it for a certain amount of kilometers where I think the efficiency is the ballpark figure, and then fill it up again and see how much fuel I have to fill in the second run. That will give me the fuel efficiency. Few things to note in this test. Number one, I have not done the tests only on a highway. I have not done the test only in the city. I have not done the tests at 40 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour. I have taken it in different conditions, different practical conditions, traffic, heat, nighttime, daytime, different temperatures, with pillion, without pillion. I have taken all of these things into a mix. So I'm trying to give you the clearest picture that you would want to come to a conclusion or come to a number at the end of this video. It's going to be an all-round test, because I've seen videos on YouTube and they've filled up 1 liter of petrol in the tank and then they've ridden it on the highway. On the highway, any bike would give a good average. We know that. In the city, the average would come down. Some people have done the test in the night. Now, night the temperatures are low, so your engine is not working that hard. The petrol density is higher, so the efficiency goes up then. So that's why I have taken purposely heat and then cold time in the night. Then I've taken pillion, without pillion. So all of those tests have been covered. You will see it in the video. So you can see that I've got a full tank of petrol on my RS200, and I'll show you the trip. It's 17.5 because I've already ridden the bike for 17 kilometers, and the odo is 3057. So a disclaimer is I did not see the reading on the odo when I was filling the fuel. So this is the odo right now. However, I did reset trip 1. So trip 1 is 17.5. So what we'll do is, at the end of this test, we'll take 3057 minus 17.5. So we'll know what the odo was at that time. On 7th, you can see the meters are same as yesterday. Even the odo is same as yesterday, 3057. So we are going to do a night test run and see how long and what kind of efficiency we get on the RS200. So it's very important to check the fuel efficiency of a motorcycle
in different environments and then compile it all together. If I only do highway tests, I'll get a very good average. If I do only city tests, I'll get a horrible average. If I only do tests in the night, I'll get a better average because the temperatures are lower. If I only do tests in the day, I'll get a lower average because the temperatures are higher. Petrol density also matters. The temperature affects the petrol density. So that's why I'm going to do the test in different environments. I'm not going to stick to only one environment. So we are even simulating signals. So you can see the signal is right there. I have stopped the bike and I have even put the engine off. So I am trying to simulate something as close as possible to reality. What is going to be the real riding conditions of the bike and what will be the fuel efficiency when you follow those realities in life. So now 10 seconds on the timer. I'm going to put the kill switch on. Starting at 2 seconds. Gear down, away from the signal. So you can see I've done about 21.5 kilometers. A very important part of a bike like the RS200 is highways. So we are even going to test on the highway. We are going to take it to speeds close to reality speeds. 80 would be an average cruising speed on a highway like this. So today is the third day. We're going to fill fuel today in the bike. You can see the kilometers done since full tank is 34.7 kilometers, and my Odo will tally with that. So let's go and see what kind of efficiency the bike gives me. So that is the fuel station, and so far I have done 40.1 kilometers. Let's see how much fuel goes into my tank, and we'll know what the fuel efficiency of the RS200 BS6 is. Just to show you the odometer again, the odometer is still the same. You all can tally the numbers. Let's go. So you can see my tank. I don't know how much fuel is going to go in, but let's see. Fuel efficiency का
फुल तो है भाई,
मालूम है, फिर भी देख लो कितना जा रहा है. बस 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 बस.
So the numbers, I have it on my phone here. So the odometer when I was filling fuel was 3039. You can see that on top. At the end of the test it was 3038, and the guy has filled 1 liter of fuel. And you can see in green on top the fuel efficiency, which says 41 kilometers per liter. Now I must say that the guy did not fill properly 1 liter. He did fill a little more than 1 liter. So I think he filled about 10 ml more. So that would give you 1 liter 1.10. So with 1.10, if you take that into consideration, it is 37.27 kilometers per liter. But I would like to take 1 liter because the guy went overboard and filled more because he wanted to round the figure that I have to pay him. So that was the only issue that happened in the test. But otherwise, RS200 BS6 fuel efficiency, if you ride it in these varied conditions, I would say would be from 38 to 40 kilometers to the liter. You can get more, but that would be on the highway and without pillion and all of that. I have taken a pillion along. I have not ridden that much on the highway, which reduces fuel efficiency. So, and I have taken it up to pretty good speeds, legal speeds here in Bombay. So that too is done. So you can expect 38 to 40 kilometers per liter. I think one of the very important things in the RS200 and all other Bajaj bikes is the DTSI technology, which is a piece of technology exclusive to Bajaj. Now, I'm going to sound like a Bajaj fanboy, but the difference is evident. The RS200 weighs more. It has the same capacity as the RC200 or Duke 200, but that one piece of technology helps it get over, about 40 kilometers to the liter, whereas the RCs will stop at 35 or lower than 35 sometimes. That one piece of technology is enough to make a difference. It's a piece of technology that is useful every day. I can demonstrate that piece of technology at 20 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour, 100 kilometers per hour, 140 kilometers per hour. I can demonstrate it at every speed. It is that practical. And thank you for watching this video. This video has been quite a ride because it took 3 days to shoot and 3 days to really make up the parts that were going to come into this video. Also, a lot of calculation went into it because earlier I was like, okay, how do I calculate this and all. But thank you for watching. If you've reached up to here, like, share, subscribe, and if other RS200 owners are watching this, please comment down below what is the average that you all are getting on your specific bike. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.